Yes, dear students, this is our lecture number one, research methodology. This course requires, you know, a good command of academic writing, which is very important. So students are supposed to have a considerable practice of academic writing, how to write a good essay, paragraph writing, to write a paragraphs, how you can paraphrase, how you can do or write summary, or all these academic skills, writing skills, are required in order to understand this course fully and effectively. So this is why during these sessions, during the classes, we are going to have like some time that to assign you to do some sort of academic writing, because to make sure that you are going to do a good research or to research any topic academically and effectively. Okay. So we need to define what research is. Research to find out something. Think of something you want to find it out. This is generally the meaning of what research is. Generally, in general. But academically, because we are doing like academic research, we need to search different academic topics so that they can contribute to the genre of that field, especially linguistics field. So research is an endeavor, it's an attempt or try, working hard to do so. This is why it's an endeavor. You have to work hard so that you can. It's not just like an attempt, but it's like an endeavor through which that you work hard so that you can find something or to discover something, which is to attempt or to discover, develop, and verify knowledge. If you want to discover that you know this or not, if you want to develop this area or that area, if you want to verify to prove that you want to do this or that. So this knowledge, if you want to discover knowledge, to develop knowledge, or to verify to make sure that you know this is generally what research is. It is an intellectual process because it need to do some sort of critical thinking. You need to get deep so that you need to brainstorm, you need to mind map, you need to think of a certain topic, or you need to think of the area of your interest, then a certain topic that attracts you or you know encourages you to do any kind of data research, and then you go and collect data about this topic, and then after that you're going to organize the data you collected. This process is called intellectual one, because it developed over hundreds of years. You need a very long time to develop this intellectual process, so it is research is an intellectual process that has developed over hundreds of years. People work a lot so as to develop this intellectual process. So which right now we think about a certain topic, which has to do the area of your interest, the area that you like very much, and then you go and do search about that to collect data or information about this or that topic. So this process is very long and it developed over ages. So research, according to Francis Romal, is an honest, exhaustive, it's very tiring, you need to work hard, intelligent searching for facts. If you search for facts honestly, exhaustively and intelligently, this is what research is, and their meanings or implication, how these facts, what do they mean, and how you can apply them in a certain situation with reference to a given problem. It's very important. The very important point is that research start from a given problem. There is a problem, and then you want to start searching about this and to find a solution or justification or reasons or whatever of that problem. So If you don't have like any problem, that there is no research. The product or the findings of a given piece of research should be an authentic, verifiable, you can verify it, contribution to knowledge in the field studied. If you study in medicine, you have to, what you studied has to contribute to the medical field. In linguistics, what you studied in any branch of linguistics should contribute to the to the field of linguistics. So problem, so a certain problem, so that deeply, so that you can find solutions or whatever to that problem, and then this should be authentically. You should, so that it contribute to the knowledge of the area of the problem. So what are the characteristics of research? When can we say this piece of writing is a research? Well, if following are the characteristics of research. Number one, research is directed toward the solution of a problem. If you direct what you're doing in a piece of writing that towards a piece of towards a solution, this is a solution of a problem. This is a research. Research requires expertise, very long experience, knowledge. You know much about this, so you have that expertise, so that you can do that research. So it's a kind of research. Research emphasizes the development of generalizations, principles, or theories that will be helpful in predicting future occurrence. So you think of theories, you think of principles, you think of that will help in the future. Research is based on or upon observable experience or empirical evidences. So most of the research is started or based on observation. You observe something and then you start to figure out whether your observation to check the ideas about what you observed. So on the basis of information. Oh, we're talking about research in general. This research is qualitative or quantitative according to according to the nature of information. Are you going to deal with information qualitatively or quantitatively? Like in terms of the content itself, is it basic, fundamental? This research is basic, fundamental, or experimental, or applied? So when you do a research, you need to look at it from on the basis of nature and information, and on the basis of the nature of the content or the subject matter. Subject matter, the content and the subject matter, nature of the information. So in this case, you are going to identify the research according to that base. On the basis of approach of research, either يكون longitudinal research or cross-sectional research. So if you want to do a research, you need to look at it from three areas. Imagine that you want to do a research, you want to look at it from three areas. Area number one is the nature of the information that you're going to collect, qualitative or quantitative. You need to look at it from the subject matter or the content. Is it fundamental? Is it experimental? Is it applied? And then you need to look at from from approach, either longitudinal. What's meant by that? Examples of this category are historical, case study, and genetic research. If your research is one of those, this is longitudinal research. Cross-sectional research examples of this category are experimental and survey research. So from the early beginning, you are going to identify what kind of research are you going to do in terms of three areas. You need to look at the three areas: the area of the information, the nature of the information, the subject matter or the content of the research, And finally, the approach that is being followed to do the research. In terms of the basis method that you follow, either your research is going to be philosophical because you are going just to find out what other people say about this and that, historical because you are going to go and find out the history of that, the historical nature of that topic or point. So, survey research, you go and find out. It can be quantitative or qualitative. It deals with present events and it is quantitative because you are going to look at uh, it deals with present events. Survey you want to find out. So this is why sometimes can be directional, correlational, and exploratory type of research. Experimental research, the quantitative in nature, deals with future events. And case studies is a kind of is quantitative because you or quantitative or qualitative. It depends on the on the content.